Tuned into the Shadowsphere. Welcome to the Shadowsphere, where the whispered truth comes in loud and clear. Laugh in the dark as the clues appear. Yeah, we shine that light in the Shadowsphere.
Thanks for tuning in and welcome to the Shadowsphere. Scals, hit record.
Welcome back to the Shadowsphere. My name is Shadow, and we're talking with Canadian deathmatch big man, all-around big man in the deathmatch scene and traditional scene. He is Mr. Wade Allen. What is going on, my guy?
Oh, just chilling, just enjoying the night. How about you?
I'm just chilling, it's busy, but we're going. You're a deathmatch wrestler, you're a traditional wrestler. What started you into wrestling? Like, where does this love come from?
This love comes from my dad getting those pay-per-view boxes back in like the late 90s and watching the old WWF pay-per-views and then going to the local movie store and renting tapes.
Hell yeah. Did you do a lot of trade tapes back in the day?
No, because I would have been like 5 or 6. So like I was just getting stuff rented from like the local super video.
Well, how old are you again?
I'm turning 37 in September.
Okay, so you're a couple of years older than I am. Yeah, so we're in the same era of wrestling. So where has wrestling taken you so far in your career that you've enjoyed, and where's it taken you where you haven't enjoyed so far?
New opportunities, meet new people, getting to meet some really cool people. I'd say that's like the good part. Injuries are the bad part, but then you learn stuff from those. So like they kind of are a good part at the same time because it does teach you to slow down a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Me and you have had some conversations prior to this. You're a ball player by a trait, but now you're a wrestler by design.
Yeah.
So what was Wade like as a ball player?
A mouthy piece of shit, most likely. The umpires either liked me or they didn't like me, and yeah, same with the other team.
Strictly ball, or were you a hockey too?
Strictly baseball. Like I played basketball for like a couple winters, but like that's not the funnest thing.
Never got into hockey?
No, just played road hockey with like the local dudes that lived around me. That's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
So how far in baseball did you get? You just play baseball, softball? What would you do?
Like hardball. We did I played at Tafasco Park, and we did a travel team, so we had to go like all over Southern Ontario and a little bit of Northern Ontario.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know. My 13-year-old is in the same. He plays hardball and just in love with the sport. He plays hockey during the winter to keep himself busy, but he's an all-around ball player now.
Yeah, it's one of the best things ever because you also get to be outside, so it's a normal bonus, right?
Right. It's huge, and my kids are active, and I appreciate that they have something to lean on. They're not just glued to screens.
Yeah, it teaches you how to work a team too, so like that's a bonus. It's not just all an individual thing, even though it's an individual thing that you're doing inside of the team sport.
Right. It teaches you a lot of life skills too.
Yeah.
I was just down. I came to Crazy 8 tournament, watched you wrestle live for the first time. Man, I'd never actually been in person to an event. Like I watched videos, I watched matches, but being there live and just watching, you're a big guy like me, and just watching you move so like eloquently, I'll put it. It's definitely, I get why you get complimented on the best big man in the game.
Yeah.
It's huge. What? And then you had told me like you went to the ER afterwards and you had waited but never been seen. Like, what is that like on a normal basis for you when you go to the ER? Like, do they wonder what the happened?
Most times I just show them a video, and then they're like, "Oh, okay," and then they just look at me kind of strange. And then sometimes they're like, "Oh, where can I come see this?" But other times it's like, "Yo, I'm not into anything you're showing me, sir."
Have you had any nurses or doctors come out and actually watch the next event?
Like I've had the one that's coming up in Dunnville with where I'm wrestling Effie. A few of them seem pretty interested.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's no, and that's strictly deathmatch that you're doing next.
I'm not 100% sure if it's a deathmatch against Effie, but there might be chairs and some tables. Who knows?
I don't think I've ever been there, but I'm looking at. Are you involved in the Guelph show coming up there?
The Death Proof one? Yeah.
I'm looking at coming to that one because it's only like an hour from me.
That's not too bad then.
I have no idea where Dunville is. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you.
Most people don't. It's like a really, really small town on the Grand River.
Right. As we're recording today, because this is published as of June 1st. As of today is May 5th when we're talking about this interview. So if stuff seems off to you guys, that's why.
Yeah.
You just traveled to Quebec this past weekend here.
Yeah.
What was that like going over there?
It was pretty fun until you get to the border and then all the street signs are in French. And I'm like, well, fuck, good thing my GPS didn't flip over.
Yeah, I've been to Quebec a handful of times. I've never really driven there. It's always someone else. So
yeah, like it wasn't bad. It was just like I was just hoping my GPS didn't switch to French on me, so then I'd be kind of dicked out of it because I don't know a whole lot of French.
Well, I know you traveled with a couple people, like wrestlers as well. Yeah. I know you were with Kai.
Yeah, because she was gonna go with some other people. Then some stuff happened, so that she couldn't go with them. So then I was like, well, just hop in the van. And then I brought cameraman Mike and Deed back, so he didn't have to cram inside of Tyler Arrow's little tiny car again.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with him, but his videos lately, since he's been sick, are amazing with that voice.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It fits the character just a little bit more, right?
It kind of does.
A little more grimier.
So obviously your wrestling name is based on your real name, but if you could go by any other name in the business, what would you go by?
Well, I always make the joke to some people when I shake them left-handed, Carl Von lifting things, and I don't lift a thing. That's the solid alias, right? It always throws them off. I'd go with that, I guess.
So you started off traditionally wrestling, or did you just immediately start in the death match inside of it?
Like normal wrestling for like 4 or 5 years or so like that, and then like a couple hardcore matches. Then, yeah, playing in glass.
So okay, What drove you to be like, hey, let's get into car accidents every match?
Well, like when you grew up watching ECW and like the WWF hardcore division and like all that stuff, and then you find stuff online, you're like, well, that looks pretty fun. Then you're like, my pain tolerance is pretty high, so I think I can handle it. And then when Canadian Deathmatch had that post about looking for wrestlers for the first show, I was probably one of the first people that messaged them. Because like I've done some stuff at Death Proof where it was some deathmatch stuff, but then I was just like, well, let's just go full force and see what happens.
Well, like anybody that was a part of the first Crazy 8, whether it was the actual Crazy 8 tournament or just on the card, helping build something from the ground up, with 3 amazing people that have just brought the scene into Canada at a full force at this point.
Yeah.
Nothing but good things to say about them. That's for sure.
I'm repping them all the time. I got them on a T-shirt. I wear it. Like, much love for the Canadian Deathmatch guys. Like, they're making it a lot more fun out here. That's for sure.
They are, and I talk to Dylan and Sean all the time. I don't talk to Maddie very much, but it's crazy to me that, there are 3 guys that just came over from Norfolk County with traditional style wrestling and decided, hey, you know what? Let's build ECW Canadian.
Yeah.
And, I brought, like I said, I was just watching you at the Crazy 8 this past few weeks ago. And I brought my kids with, like, my 2 older kids, not my younger ones, but my 2 older ones. And they're like, well, what's it like? I was like, I can't explain it. Just watch.
Yeah, it's something you got to come see. That's for sure. Because, like, it's different than most anything else, right?
It is. And, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, man, I'm a huge death fan. Not really. Let me get to the point. It's not really. I wasn't. And then that first match I took in that whole night. And I was like, now I'm hooked. And then watching somebody like yourself, big man like me, sort of inspired me to do it. And then I realized I'm probably too big of a pussy to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely.
But I'll be in your corner to cheer you on. But I don't know. There's got to be like, what is the mindset going into these matches? Because you are a bigger guy, and most of the guys like you fought at the 8th one, he's not as big as you, but you move just as well as he does.
Yeah, and
what is your mindset going into these matches?
Like you kind of already know that like anything can happen, so like you kind of just got to push that out of your brain, right? Because like you're gonna get cut up, you're gonna get holes from like barbed wire, thumbtacks, or that type of stuff. So like you already have that general idea in your brain. So like you just kind of got to push that through and be like, it's time to go, right? Because like once that music hits, it's either put up or shut up, right?
Right.
Show up and show out. That's how I always see it.
So how long have you been wrestling now? Like just wrestling in general?
Since 2019.
Okay, so you're just a rookie and then pandemic happens, then what?
Yeah, that was a thing because like I just started to get going a bit, and then obviously the pandemic happened, so that kind of slowed everything down. And then shout out to NSW for doing some COVID tapings, and like Pro Wrestling Ontario had some COVID tapings, and like MCW and Brantford had some tapings, right? So like it was very few and far between, and like if you were there, you had to make sure you weren't sick, and you had to wear a mask and all that stuff. And like it was a very weird start to wrestling because like you just start going and then rock stop, right? And then you're like, are we gonna keep doing this? Who knows?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So you're now 6 technical years in, and you don't have to mention names or even people that you when I ask this, but like, what is your worst? Like, fuck you, I'm never working with you again. Whether it's a promotion, again, no names have to be mentioned. But like, you have one yet, or are you still like, I'm still good with everybody kind of thing so far?
Like I don't have no heat with nobody or like no ill will against anybody. Like I've had some crappy matches, I'll admit that. Like, and like I haven't seen some of those people ever again. But like, I got no heat or nothing against nobody.
You find it's harder to brace your mind mentally for a death match or a traditional match?
I'd say you kind of got to flip a switch to like a different kind of person for the death match, and then for the other one, it's mostly like you have to remember like you were that kid in the crowd, so you kind of got to make sure that kid, like the kids in the crowd, are having a good time too, because the parents are the one buying the tickets, and if the kids are having fun, the parents are going to want to have fun too, right?
And like, I guess from a traditional standpoint and a deathmatch standpoint, most are 19 plus events for deathmatch, whereas traditional, you got kids in, like you just said, kids in the audience, right?
Yeah.
So do you find it hard to switch on and off as like Wade?
Like after the Crazy 8, I went and had a normal match for the Hammerlock Championship title, right, in front of children. So like under 24 hours, all cut up. Like had to get super glued shut and like band-aid up my whole thumb and tape it all up. Kids still love me. It was a good time. They had like put on a show for them, right? Because again, that's what we're there for.
So obviously, what is your main goal or objective when it comes to deathmatch wrestling and traditional? Is there somewhere you want to go elevated yourself to, or are you just want to be that indie god in a way?
I just kind of want to travel and like see the world, right? And like if this helps to do it, then that's even cooler. Like the UK, I kind of want to go to there. That'd be fun. Tim Strange, talking to you. I'd also want to go to Japan, but like I know that's a harder way to go. And
I haven't talked to right. I haven't talked to many indie guys that say they want to go to Japan. You're actually the first person to tell me that,
yeah.
And I think it'd be great experience. Just because it's such a strong traditional style over there.
Yeah.
And like you're not, but I mean, maybe that's what deathmatch, like if you get into traditional over there, the deathmatch punishment could help with the strong style over there.
Yeah. Like I like the strong style, like the All Japan, like 90s stuff with like Stan Hansen and Vader and Bruiser Brody and like all that stuff. That was like the best stuff ever. Like that's the stuff I watch now.
Right.
Yeah.
Has any promoter you've worked for yet compared you to any of the pros, if you will?
Not really the promoters, but like I had somebody say that I remind them strongly of Cactus Jack, and then someone told me that I give him Vader vibes a few times. I'm like, that's pretty fucking cool.
I could see the Vader vibes. Cactus Jack is a hell of a compliment, though.
Yeah, I was pretty thrown off about that one. I was like, holy shit moment for me.
Maybe you just got to wear a Vader-inspired gear one day to one of the death matches and see what happens. Come out with the big old head on and all.
That'd be pretty dope, but that might cost some money, so.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, and I've said this to a few people, you're not doing it for the money at this point. You're doing it for the love of the game.
Oh, hell yeah. Like, I love the game at this point. Like, that's why we're still doing it, right? Because Hot dogs and handshakes is the quote, but like it's mostly gas money and like food, like hand to food mouth, right?
So without exposing how much you've made doing this, would you, if, what is it, some advice financially would you give up and coming guys into the business?
Carpooling's a thing. Get with like people who are on the show that you're friends with or cool with, right? And then split on gas. That's probably the smartest way to go about it. Because like, especially with the gas prices nowadays.
Yeah, it's insanely stupid.
And then like how much wear and tear it puts on a car, right? Because like how much does tires cost? A lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Gas is insanely stupidly high right now.
Yeah, like carpooling's a thing. If you get coupons or like whatever on your phone for apps for food, if it's cheap, go with those. Like as long as it's something you actually like, try to go with that.
That's fair. I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, even if you pack your own lunch or just like a bag with drinks, so you don't have to buy drinks on the road, because $4.50 at a fucking en route for a pop is a little crazy.
I mean, that seems to be the norm everywhere now.
Yeah,
It's like you go to even just a store anywhere, and it's like $3.50 for something this size. Like,
yeah, just like a normal like 3 sips for me, because like those pop bottles don't last long.
no, they sure don't.
Yeah.
Without sounding ignorant, please don't take it this way. Have you had any promoters tell you to cut that weight and drop it down and get in better shape?
No,
It's good.
like, well, they haven't said it to my face, but like I've heard people in the crowd say it, and then I've had a nice couple words for them, and then that kind of changed their tone of voice.
So do you rather be the heel or the face when you're doing traditional?
Either or is really cool with me. Like heel is just basically I get to throw people around more, right? Like that's the more fun part. Face is where you got to connect with like the crowd.
I guess you're not really doing too many promos down there, eh?
I do tons of promos, but just not in the ring.
That's what I mean. You're not doing too much in the ring, right? Like,
No, like the in-ring promos, they're a little sketchy to me.
why? You just don't like crowd talking, or what?
I'm cool with like this and whatever, but like in the ring, it's like then you realize you have all those people actually staring at you. It's like that thing when you're in school and you count the paragraphs, like, oh no, everyone's looking at me now.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a fear, because I can do this no problem.
Yeah.
But like I can't do it in front of people, and that's where I get a little gun shy. The French Psycho and you had a hell of a classic.
Oh, that was so much fun. Looks
I loved
wild man.
Even before we even got into the antics of the match, man, the two of you before the match even started was amazing. Him telling you wanted to suck your milk and all that,
and I'm from Titty City and all that shit. Man, that was so much fun.
Did you have any idea that he was going to say that, or was that completely impromptu?
Once you grabbed the mic, I'm like, what the fuck is he going to say? Because I was so confused. And then when he did it, he kind of smirked at me, and I'm like, oh, I think he's trying to mess with me here. I'm going to run.
That was great, though. Like, my kids got a blast out of that. What is the biggest event you've wrestled at so far?
Last year, Off the Ropes had a show called Slamdemonium, and they're having another version of it this year in a couple weeks. And I think there was like 900 to like 1,100 people or something like that at it.
If I'm correct, that's the promotion out of Kitchener, right? Yep. They run the odds still, or they moved down?
Yeah, they're running the odd this year again for the Slamdemonium. Eric Young's on it. C.W. Anderson with Brock Anderson. Shannon Moore, Alicia Fox. I'm not, whatever her real new name is. I don't remember it. They're all on it. It's gonna be a wild night.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know all those are on there, but I mean, I have nothing but positive things. I've never been to one of their shows, but I've seen the way they promote. I've seen wrestlers come out of there. Always the most respect from what I've heard.
Yeah, Jeff Black and Vanessa are doing some real good stuff there. They got a lot of good people coming out of there, like Sydney West, Violet Overkill, Jake Constant, Izzy Dubs, like real good people coming out of there.
Izzy Dubs, he might be former now. I haven't caught up with him in a while, but Smiley. I might be saying that wrong. I interviewed Izzy Dubs as tag partner at one point.
Okay, yeah. Jake Constance.
No, the smiley guy.
Oh, Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mason. He's a real nice kid. He's pretty talented, and he's young too. Like most of these kids, are, like the guys I just mentioned, they're all like early 20s, and then they got Bruce Thunderstein just selling everything, right? Like good stuff.
That's great. So you have New Noise coming up on the 20th of June.
Yeah.
And you have Death Proof in Guelph, 13th of June.
Yeah.
How do you go with just a week like that? Is there anything in between there that gives you rest, or are you just going nonstop for that week?
The days in between the shows, that's the rest days, I guess, right? Like
So between that exactly a week, because I'm sure you're gonna get cut to shit because you just love to go hard.
yeah.
How do you get yourself to not? Does it help callous the body going in with already cuts before that next event?
I'm not 100% sure, but like it kind of gets you already fired up because like you already know like you're in for something, that's for sure, and like it could help you bleed easier. I don't know, but like I kind of just love it. Pain doesn't really bug me that much, so like I'm a weird dude.
So I have to ask, and I feel stupid asking this, but the little piece of metal that you guys stab into your head, what the fuck is that?
Oh, the square plates.
Yeah.
Okay, those are gusset plates. You've seen a house frame building, right? Like the roofs,
Yeah.
and like how they have the V part, and then there's that metal square. That's those.
Oh fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Structural. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense now. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was that, but I didn't want to be wrong, so I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, they're super sharp.
Favorite opponent to date?
Ooh. Like in normal or not, like in death match.
Well, let's go overall first, and then we'll see category wise.
Like overall, I would say probably like I've wrestled Tyler Arrow enough in like normal matches, and every time that's a great time. Same when it's him and his tag partner Mike Forte. I'd say those are the best ones.
Okay.
And like a guy named Holden Albright, because then you know you're just in for like a good hard hitting match. And then for death match, I would say like Loic. I'd go Loic any day of the week. And
Okay.
Casey War.
Casey, I don't know. There's something about him that just drew me in watching him. Like him and Brandon St. James. There's something about those two that have just drawn me in. Like, and they'll be on later episodes of the show, so I can't wait to chat with them as well.
Yeah, the fourth line, they're pretty good. I like those guys. Casey's basically Canadian.
I mean, so is St. James. I mean, he grew up not too far from here, so.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Tell me about Wade, not the wrestler.
Wade, not the wrestler, likes to go to concerts. Likes to be outside. Likes to hang out with his wife, and just basically enjoy the day, because like it's what you were here for. But concerts and like just going out and doing things doesn't really matter what it is, as long as we're out doing something. I'm pretty good at that.
Would you consider yourself a nerd of some sorts, or are you like just the everyday guy, blue collar, if you will?
Like when I was a kid, yeah, I was a big time nerd into like cartoons and like that type of stuff. But like mostly just a wrestling nerd and baseball nerd. Like I'm used to be that kid that when the batter would come up, I could tell you the batter was before the thing popped up to say his name.
Nice. So does that mean you're a big ball fan? You're from Canada. Does that make you a Jays fan, or are you another team fan?
Well, here's the fun part. I like the Oakland A's, but they're not the Oakland A's anymore. So, but I also like the St. Louis Cardinals. But by default, yeah, I guess I'd be a Jays fan because it's the easiest one to get to. But I just like baseball in general.
I'm not like super into baseball, but I know enough to know to go watch a game.
Yeah.
I'm a Red Sox fan, but again, Toronto's close. I'll go watch a Jays game. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up loving everything Boston except for the Bruins because fuck the Bruins. But my dad was a huge Boston fan across the board. So, like, I like the Celtics, the Red Sox, Patriots.
My
I
dad
get
was
so much shit on for that, but
my dad was a Carlton Fist fan, so like I appreciate the Red Sox.
it's been, I don't know, watching that Jays World Series last year really broke my heart. And I'm not even a big fan, and I was like, oh,
It was some serious TV to watch, that's for sure. Those are some serious good games.
well, Toronto doesn't get much love with their hockey team, so they got to make it up somewhere.
Hey, they just got the first overall draft pick tonight.
Yeah, I got a lot of people pissed off. I got a whole bunch of messages about that tonight because I am a Leafs fan, and they're like, "Fuck you!" I'm like, "Listen, my oldest son, he's a Canucks fan,
Yeah.
and he came out sitting on the deck, and he goes, "Man, we have the 18% chance." I'm like, "Don't, you never know what's gonna happen."
Yeah, anything's possible.
And then I hear him. He's watching TV in the living room. I'm out on the deck, and I'll hear his no. I'm like, "Yeah, they lost it."
Yeah.
I just didn't know to who, and then he's like, "The Leafs won." I'm like, "Okay."
At least it's in Canada, right? Like that's just
Yeah, Gavin McKenna. It should be number one consensus overall pick, Gavin McKenna, but you never know.
yeah, anything like they could just pick a random.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
never know which way it's going to go.
Yeah.
Are you into video games at all?
I used to be, yeah. Like Sega was my thing when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like Streets of Rage 2 and like those types of games. Those were so much fun.
I want to see if you could put yourself in any original style wrestling movie, not a documentary of any kind, but a wrestling movie. And I think there's only one that comes to my mind when I think of this. What movie would you put yourself into?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with what the internet would call a cult classic. It's called I Like to Hurt People.
I think I'd watch that.
Yeah, it's down in like Michigan area or whatever at the Cobo Hall, and like Andre and Dusty and the original Sheik are in it.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's a real good one. Like it's from like mid '80s, I think it is.
Okay.
Like Andre deep where like the top of the window is like right at his eyes, so like that's how he's driving.
I was thinking you in Ready to Rumble would go fucking hard.
Oh, that'd be dope too. Yeah.
That you in a 3-layer cage and put a couple of the Crazy 8 guy tournament
I'd jump
guys
off.
with you.
I'd jump off, but I'm a little wild.
Where the fuck and why do you have a stop sign as your like symbol now?
Like the people just started chanting "Can't Stop Wade," so I was like, I found one, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna paint one up because a few years ago in Death Proof, Shawnee Mo, respect, he had a stop sign that said "Can't Stop Shawnee Mo," so I painted mine like basically the exact same way his was, and then so like that I did that out of respect when we did the St. Catharines show at the warehouse because like that was Shawnee Mo's area, right? So that's what I got the stop sign.
And like, what did he? I don't know. Did you wrestle them that night? Is that what you're saying?
No. Shawnee Mo passed away a few years ago. He was Cash's tag partner in White Trash Circus at Death Proof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. I misunderstood.
Oh no, it's all good. You'll learn more about Shawnee Mo when you talk to Matt Cash.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to how he handles domestic disputes with his wife, but I digress.
And mostly in the ring.
I think that's amazing, though. But I digress with that. You've gone Quebec and most of Ontario. You said with ball and wrestling. Where's the farthest you've gone so far for wrestling?
The farthest I went is to Quebec, one way, and then the other I would say either Sarnia or Forest, Ontario. I don't know if anybody ever knows where that place is, but I definitely didn't until I went there.
I know where Mount Forest is. I don't know where Forest is.
It's like pretty much Sarnia, but almost Windsor. Like it's in the middle of farm nowhere.
Just Amish country, eh?
Oh, like it was just farm people everywhere, and like real nice fair they had where I wrestled at, but it was just the middle of nowhere. Didn't see like a normal like town for like probably an hour and a half when I was almost out there. Until I got to the smaller town, which is smaller than Dunnville, it seemed like.
So have you not thrown this, or sorry, have you not just decided one day during Mania week not just to fly down to Vegas or wherever they are and just try to get a card?
I was trying to do it this year, but the money didn't line up that way. Like I had some leads and like things could have happened, but the money situation didn't line up because the plane ticket's not cheap, and a hotel down there was running up there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So what do your personal thoughts aside, but like as an outsider looking in, what does it mean to you to have Canadian Deathmatch becoming as big as it is in Ontario?
I think it's awesome, really, because like it's bringing a whole new light to Ontario and like the scene in general, right? And like it's just giving people a whole new like creative outlet because that's what it kind of is. It's a different art form of wrestling because it's deathmatch wrestling, and people just forget the wrestling portion when they say, "Oh, you're just deathmatch."
Do you sometimes have not exactly heat, but weird conversations with traditional wrestlers when you say, "Yeah, I do deathmatch too"? Like, do they kind of give you like what the fuck kind of looks? And
Yeah, I've had some that do that, or they kind of talk down to it a little bit, and I'm like, hey, you like to do what you like to do, and I like to do what I like to do, and if you
I,
like, yeah, I like what you like to do, and same thing, right? Like,
I've I used to talk to a promoter, and I'm not going to spill the name on here because I'm not that big of an asshole. But he when he found out that I was starting to pick up interest in this and uh, pick up interest in what Sean and Maddie and Dylan were doing, he just kind of like exiled me from any of his talent.
yeah,
And I was like, I didn't do anything wrong. I gave you an opportunity, you didn't want to take it, but now I'm supposed to do what? I'm trying to make my name here too,
yeah,
and just like you guys, right? I'm not a big guy. I'm here. I'm a dumbass with an internet connection and a computer. I'm here chatting with people.
yeah. Like it's all wrestling in the long run. It's just a different category, and if like we're gonna separate ourselves by categories, and we can't come together in the general fact that it's under one umbrella of just wrestling, then that's kind of silly. Especially if you're friends with these people, support your friends, right? Like that's the easiest way to go.
And
That's
what I try to do, right? Like
yeah,
we met in person a couple weeks ago. I've chatted with you, or we've commented on stuff. Like, but I'm getting to know you now, and I think just watching you, it's just great, man. I love seeing people
yeah.
enjoy what they enjoy.
The same here. Like if you're into stuff, that's cool. Like enjoy it. Like if you want to tell people about it, that's cool too. But just realize that some people might not be into the things you're into, and that's all right too. But we can always disagree to like agree to disagree. But people forget that factor. It's just they go main character style on it, and that's just their thing, right?
And sometimes, I mean, there's guys like you know Matt Cardona, for one.
Yeah.
He left traditional WWE wrestling and went to GCW and all these other promotions and made it a name for himself. He didn't shoot anything down.
And he brought so many more eyes to every place he went, right? Because he loves wrestling, because that's the main thing we're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you see Wade Allen in the next 5 years when it comes to wrestling?
Hopefully a lot like in the States a little bit more. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe a deathmatch tournament winner. That'd be really cool. That's on my bucket list. Yeah, that's basically what I want to be doing. And just entertaining people, making sure that they have a good time and they enjoy like their 20 or 30 bucks that they paid to come watch the show.
Oh yeah. How much preparation? Like I know it goes into traditional because I've had these conversations ad nauseum at this point. But how much preparation between you and your partner goes? I'm not saying it's rehearsed or practiced by any means. That's not what I'm saying. But conversating in certain, because I know there's certain spots you have to call beforehand because you're not just going to throw somebody through off a balcony for dummying them like that. You're not going to do that. But like, how much preparation goes in between you and your opponent before a match, a death match?
Mostly just like talking to make sure you're gonna be safe. Like if you're swinging light tubes, you're not gonna be like near necks or like in the armpit, like where the vital veins are. You try to avoid that stuff. Like just again trying to keep it as safe but as violent as possible. That's how I always try to do it.
I've had conversations with that Kyle and Hardcore before, both fixtures within the deathmatch community. They said that glass is arguably the scariest shit to work with.
It's the most unpredictable thing like possible. Like that's how I got a sweet scar on my thumb now because that black hole slammed a Loic, but my foot hit the tube, so my hand went through the tube when he went through. That was just a pouring. That was cool though.
What is that your worst injury from that so far, or the scariest incident so far?
uh, like I'd say yeah, because like I had to get like a hole sewn up when I wrestled Casey on my back but I couldn't see it, so like I didn't know how bad it was, so I didn't really care about it at all. But like the thumb, I could see it just pouring and like doing those cartoon like big blood drops off of it, and I'm like, oh, that's probably bad.
That's probably bad.
Yeah, and then the lady cleaned it up. So like I think I can see like your tendons because like there's not a lot of stuff in there in your thumb. I'm like, well, that's neat.
Okay, not
like,
my thing, but hey.
Yeah, because like it's already open, so like what can you really do about it, right? You're just like, well, it's happened. I just got to make sure I don't bleed everywhere.
Worst injury in traditional, and then worst injury in deathmatch.
Worst injury in traditional, I would say when my knee gave out on me and shifted all the way to the side, and I had like tears in all of the ligaments.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
I wear that sweet knee brace on my left knee. That's not for show. That's for go.
And then the deathmatch one.
I would say probably the hole on my back because it was like I think 6 stitches, so like a good sized one.
That's a good chunk out, yeah.
And it's like right on your bendy spot, like underneath your ribs, so like everything moves it.
I was stuck. Yeah, just gushing at that point, right?
Yeah, like you couldn't. I'll send you the photo after the dude's looking at, like the guys in the locker room looking at it. It was quite. It reminds me of like Zoolander and them looking at the computer, like trying to figure out how to get it to work.
I'm just imagining this.
Yeah, like that's how I looked at the photo. Like just a bunch of Neanderthals trying to get a computer to work. Like, oh, look at the hole.
Okay, fuck me. Okay, worst fan experience so far that you've had? Because I'm assuming it's not always friendly. Like you're a friendly guy, but like I'm assuming it's not always nice.
Normally, it's just people running their mouth and like saying stuff about my size, and then I normally have a snappy comeback, and then they get offended because like I grew up watching like slapstick comedy and like Leslie Nielsen and like George Carlin, so like the comebacks are fast.
Right.
I recognize half the time what I say, so like it could offend them. I don't know.
I'm very much like you. I just throw it right back. I don't even think. It's just right out. Like my kid will chirp me, and I'm like, and I'm like, got to catch myself sometimes.
Like that's mostly what it is, and like I've had the one time another like at a normal show, somebody started yelling at somebody, put your shirt back on, you pale whitey or something like that, and I got right into his face while wearing trunks and no t-shirt, and I'm like, so you want to say that to me, or do you just want to sit back down and or do you want to leave the venue? Your choice. Because like it was a student show, so like kids got enough confidence to go out in front of 200 plus people with no shirt on. That's pretty wild in general.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, with that being said, I know that I can be self-conscious at times. Do you ever get self-conscious when going out there?
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why I started the t-shirt, and then it went from a t-shirt to just a singlet, and then just the shorts, and now 2 trunks. Like the evolving of like the gear has taken a while to get comfortable in your own skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you find like that? You figured out? I'm so sorry with my words tonight. Do you find that that's been the hardest battle when it comes to wrestling?
Yeah, oh yeah, because like you need to be like, you want to look like a wrestler, but you also want to be comfortable in what you're wearing too, and like that's the harder part. Because if you're not comfortable in what you're wearing, people could probably tell you're not comfortable in general, right?
Right.
Fair
enough.
Like, it's taken a while, but like I've gotten comfortable wearing the trunks, and like I feel like I move around better because I'm like not restricted in any way.
Like I said, I like you inspired me literally, right? To the point where I was like, oh, I can do that. But we're not getting there, but you, and I appreciate that, you know, you don't let the guys our size be like, nah, you can't do this. You make people believe you can. And that's thankful for that.
Well, thank you. And like when I get shirt orders, I make sure to get shirt sizes like for guys by size, because I watch people go up and down the thing like, hey, do you have a 3X? And nobody does. It would be kind of weird if I didn't sell 3X shirts because I wear 3X.
Right. I buy, like, I'm a 3X too, but I buy bigger because I like the comfortability of like, you know, I don't like my clothes tight.
Especially because if you forget it goes in the dryer, then well, then it shrinks on you, right?
Or somebody forgets to, you know, not wash it properly and it shrinks too.
Yeah.
But it happens. Favorite wrestler growing up?
Favorite wrestler growing up would be the Legion of Doom. I love the tag team division. Like as a kid, that was like the thing that drew me in. Like then I'd say probably like obviously Hogan and like Macho Man, but like Jim Duggan and like Boss Man and Vader, like those types of dudes, the bigger dudes, Bam Bam Bigelow, those are like the guys growing up that I'd always watch.
Drawing from those names, what's your biggest inspiration when doing your own wrestling style?
I'd say probably Bam Bam Bigelow would be the biggest inspiration because like just how well he moves and like how versatile he was.
So you gonna get the Bam Bam tattoo soon or what?
Oh no. That would be that's a different kind of pain level. I don't know if I'm ready for.
I mean, you stick roofing utensils in your head. I'm sure that'll be fine.
That's fair, but I do have this really sweet hairline that I'm trying to keep going on here. I don't want to.
I mean, you see me a few weeks ago. I had longish hair. I decided to cut it because I just got over it. I was like, we're done. I do got to ask because I know you're tattooed up pretty well. How annoyed do you get when your tattoos start getting ripped to shit?
I'm not really annoyed yet because I haven't really had too many on them. The closest one was like the one on my elbow when I had a barbed wire chair stuck. But I think it only took like maybe like half a centimeter of it got messed up. So like I'm
So
doing
far,
pretty
so
well
good.
so far. Yeah, that's why I haven't gotten any on my back yet because well, that's normally where most of the stuff happens to it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What is one spot you want to do when it comes to deathmatch? Like, what is something you really, really want to do before you hang them up?
Ooh. I'd say probably one of those light tube matches where they're all wrapped around the ring, like what Matt Cash and Judge Joe did at the first Crazy 8. I think something like that would be cool. But yeah, that's what I'm into. The glass stuff, like that, or like a cage match, kind of like what Tremont and Otis Cogar had at Mania weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to do explosive barbed wire death match?
Like I'm into. Well, I'll give it, but like I kind of want to do a cage match with glass.
I want to see that. I think that'd be huge.
Yeah.
Instead of a cage, do it all plexiglass and then like on just so it's all visible, just have glass everywhere.
Yeah, like I think that'd be wild, like a glass house match or like a 13 Ghost style match.
Right. There's so much you can do with it. Maybe you can be an innovator of a match soon.
Yeah, well, I got a match I want to do. It's called the Pizza Party Death Match. I'm already saving up all those little pizza tables, right? And like you use the pizza trays, like that could be death match for children. Like we could have fun with it. Like it's just a matter which way it goes.
You say that, and then it takes me back to when I was like 9, 10. And I remember taking those off the pizza and using them with my fingers and just power bombing them on it. And
Exactly. It would take everyone back to a little bit of nostalgia fun, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
Favorite crowd you've wrestled in front of to date?
Ooh, I'd say either the Warehouse one for a Canadian Deathmatch, the last one against Loic. Those have been two really fun ones. Hammerlock Wrestling, they had a brewery show in Stratford at the Job Site Brewery. Those guys get so rowdy because it's a brewery, and right, it's a good time. Anytime you're at like those types of events and like people are just there to have fun, that's where I'm at.
You ever question some of the fans that show up to shit?
Sometimes, yeah.
Again, coming down for the first time to Hamilton to watch you guys, there was this lady in the crowd, and this is no disrespect, but I thought it was really off-putting for myself. She was told multiple times to stop running around the ring, and then the one time she did, she had her whole titties out and just running around.
Oh, well then, I
don't know if you'd be able to catch it when you watch it back, but it was something. Even my wife was like, huh?
I didn't know anything about that happening, so that's news to me. But that's crazy.
Okay, I shouldn't say full titties out. She had a bra on, but I mean it was very exposed. Is what I mean. Like,
yeah, I've seen one lady came to a show once, and she took like a back bump on the ramp and like threw a condom in the ring, and like she was going wild. Like I was like, I don't know what she did before she came here, but she was definitely lubed up for entertainment.
Love that.
Yeah.
Most annoying wrestler on a card that you've dealt with. No, I'm not saying heat wise, just within the confines of that event.
I wouldn't really say they're annoying. It's just like some people just get like really focused in on their match, and then like they forget like there's other people around. Like I'll
rephrase. So my son, my oldest,
Yeah.
Hates Will Carroll.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the way he sounds and talks and acts. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. So you mean like someone who does like the really good version of being the heel?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I would probably say like a guy named Vikram Prasher in Hammerlock and Chem Valley. He's a real good heel. Or Jordan Ringler from HPW, another real good heel. Even Jax Williams, like that guy's killing it. Same with Johnny DeLuca. Those guys are just killing it. And
Okay.
Clay Wilson, that guy gets so much heat.
You gotta go. You're either getting booed or cheered, right? But as long as they're making noise, you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's what we got to go for, right?
Biggest regret in wrestling to date?
Uh,
Not that I picture you as someone that lives with regret in any sense, but there's got to be something you're like, fuck.
Like in April, I could have went to China to wrestle at, like with Sunny Z there, but like I had a bunch of stuff already booked for April. So like kind of the regret of just going for like the experience and like an adventure. I'd say that would be like your biggest regret.
Okay. Now I talked to you before we went live, or before we started the interview. What is your take when it comes to Chris Benoit, the wrestler? We'll leave it at that.
All of his matches. Like I like watching his matches. Like
Okay.
I got the Toothless Aggression DVD or whatever it is, the hard like that DVD they put out WWE. That one's a great DVD for match wise on it. Like the WCW stuff when it was him and Malenko teaming in the Four Horsemen. Those are great tag matches. Like,
So I'm going to ask this, and again, this is personal preference and wrestling based only. Does Chris Benoit deserve a Hall of Fame spot?
like if he didn't do what he did, then yeah, probably. Like for the wrestling like aspect of what like he did for wrestling and all that, I'd probably say yeah. But then you have like what he did outside of wrestling, kind of.
I very much understand that overshadows that, but I think I like you as a wrestling standpoint, he deserves it.
Yeah, like he had the world in his hand for like a little bit, like in certain spots, right? Like when he beat Sid in WCW for the title, like that was a pretty big moment. Like then when he came over and won at WrestleMania 20, I believe it was, when him and Guerrero both won the same night. Like
20, Guerrero won a couple months before, but he won at 20.
Yeah, and
like they both won that night.
Yeah, like that was a huge WrestleMania. Try finding that on DVD. That's hard to do. I got one.
I can't find it on DVD, but I think I can find it on Netflix.
Yeah,
but it's not listed as that.
Yeah, it's his name listed. That's the only thing.
I find that's a whole other subject. Maybe we'll have you on for a conversation about those kind of things another night. Wrestler that you wished, because I'm assuming you watch modern day WWE, AEW, stuff like that. Wrestler that you wish we didn't lose too soon.
Owen Hart or Hawk from Legion of Doom. Those two.
I on my other interview series, Spotlight with Shadow, I interviewed Jimmy Corderas.
Okay.
And we talked about Owen and how he was in the ring for that.
Yeah, that must have been some serious mental stuff going there.
He says that it took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
Which I believe, but he was very open about it, and we had conversations at length. Owen is definitely one. I truly believe that Owen was better than Brett.
Like charisma wise, oh yeah, like he could do it all. Face, heel, just
Owen was the epitome of what WWE would become or wanted.
Yeah.
Brett was very technical, I'm not taking that away. But Owen was that all-around guy that's what they wanted.
Yeah. Like him and Mr. Perfect, those two guys, like anytime they're in the ring, it's like you got to sit down and watch this because like what's happening, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Favorite hardcore legend?
Ooh. Like I would say Cactus Jack. That's like my guy, and then like Terry Funk, obviously, because like who doesn't like Terry Funk? But like, yeah, that's who I go with.
I go Sabu.
Yeah,
I like Sabu style.
Yeah, Sabu too. Like they're like the top three, I would say. New Jack.
That guy doesn't get enough credit for what he did because of what he did.
Yeah. Hey, he's getting a WWE Elite soon, so like
that's what makes me have. I know it sounds shitty, but that's what gives me hope that we might see Chris Benoit in the Hall one day because of what New Jack didn't kill anybody, but I mean he did
some things.
close to killing somebody.
Yeah.
Mass transit was definitely something that should never have happened.
He just whipped Vic Grimes off the scaffold and trying to kill him too. Like
That's only become a gif a million times over. Sorry about that. Losing my train of thought. You grew up all in just Ontario itself, or did you grow up outside? Yeah,
I'm born and raised in Dunnville. Still live in Dunnville. So
still don't know where that is.
yeah, I'm like 40 minutes away from anywhere fun, like Niagara Falls, Hamilton. Like I'm like 40 minutes away from anywhere fun.
See, you live a peaceful life. I get it.
Yeah, very chill.
Love that. I love that for you, man. I live up north-ish from you, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm in the Georgian Bay area, but not Georgian Bay.
Yeah, so you're kind of up there a bit.
Yeah. Favorite movie genre?
Ooh, like I like a good comedy and like a good like real movie, like based on real facts, like that type of movie. But growing up, it was Naked Gun, like all those movies, Naked Gun, like Wayne's World, Hot Shots Part 2, like Hot Shots, like those are my kind of movies.
You say Wayne's World, and now I got to ask why you've never leaned in more into the gimmick of Wade's World.
I don't know yet. Like I kind of
You're a slapstick comedy fan. I'm pretty sure, judging off what I'm gathering in these conversations and seeing your work, I think you could pull it off.
Yeah, like I kind of do a little bit in the promos here and there, and then like some stuff in the ring, like when people say stuff. But like I probably could lean into it, but I kind of lean a little more into the baseball stuff because that's just a little easier. I think
That's
yeah.
Tell me something that most wouldn't know about you.
Ooh, most would know about me that I like a good sunset or a good sunrise, like a nice, quiet, calm, like just watch it happen and see all the pretty colors. I'm one of those guys.
I love that. So am I. It's peaceful.
Or that time like before everybody gets up and you're outside. So like say like 6 a.m, right before everyone starts their car.
Quiet.
Yeah, there's that like quiet like 10 minutes. That's a lovely thing in life.
Yeah. And I mean, we both live in small towns, so life is a lot slower than most get.
Right.
So I think we get to experience a lot of that more than most. Okay. Favorite genre of music?
Ooh, I'm all over the board on that. Like I've gone to a Rod Stewart concert, to a Lamb of God concert, down to like a Snoop Dogg concert, and then to like country all over the place. So like I'd say country music gets played more, but then like the divorced dad rock and like the 2000s metal, like the new metal stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like Linkin Park and stuff like that.
Linkin Park, Slipknot, like those types of Lamb of God, like those are my kind of wheelhouse. Like
since you're a new metal fan, I do have to ask. Obviously, we lost Chester a few years back. What's your take on Emily for Linkin Park?
Like, I find it all right, but like it's not the same. Like when it's the Emily songs, they're really good. But
no, 100%.
It's just like, to me, it just kind of seems like it's Fort Minor 2.0.
I think that's fair, but I think Mike and them did it the right way.
Oh, they did it the right way. Yeah,
They've definitely pulled away from doing a lot of Chester songs. Like she'll never sing "Numb" in certain songs the way he does. It's just fact.
She won't be able to hit those notes.
The notes or the emotion behind it, right? Yeah. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, and they try to compare it too much.
Yeah, like when they first came out with that hour-long Instagram live thing, I watched it and I'm like, it was really good. It's just not the same, but yeah, it's a new era. So like, you just kind of get used to it a little bit.
Exactly. When it came to picking your theme song, why did you pick the song you did? And for the people that don't know, what is your song?
My theme song is Diluted by Don Valley, DWANVALLY. They're my buddies that I grew up with, Jeff and Joe Bartolo. They're twins. They're the bassist and the drummer in the band. So anytime I can help support them, I will. Because I've literally grown up with them. They're probably one of my oldest two friends, like that I actually still talk to from like grade school. So like, and like they're traveling to like Calgary. They were just in that Wiccan open air like music contest. like they're still doing it. They're a little older than me, and like it's wrestling and live music are kind of the same idea, right?
Pretty well, yeah. I love that though. I mean, I've done that too. Probably a Shadow theme song is a buddy of mine's band, Burning Bridges.
Yeah.
Don't know if you heard of them or not, but
No, I don't think so.
I'll send you a link
But
after.
I'll be looking them up though.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. But that's maybe biased. If you could, let me rephrase it. If tomorrow came, well, it's going to come. Tomorrow comes. You got a phone call, 2 phone calls. Each whatever amount of money you want to put on the table. Doesn't matter. This is just figuratively speaking. WWE's calling you. AEW's calling you. I'm using this just because it's easier. Who are you going to and why?
The little kid in me would probably always pick WWE. The teenager in me would pick TNA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
Are you going to go to TNA when it's down in Brampton?
I'm going to look into it, yeah. As long as I'm not wrestling that day, which I don't think that a lot of people are going to try to run that same day.
Yeah. Listen, if I'm TNA management, I'm calling up Wade Allen right now, booking him for the card.
Yeah. Bear Bronson and Wade Allen would have a crazy one.
You going to try to work down with Scott D'Amore in Windsor this year?
I'm going to try to see if I can get out that way, yeah.
I think you can do it, man. I think put it out there right now. He's going to be on a Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling show soon. I guarantee it.
I'd take on that French Frankenstein in one of his style matches. I think that'd be huge.
Before we get going here, because I'm not going to try to keep you for too long, because I do want to have you on again and have some more twisted conversations about some twisted conversations.
Hell yeah, I like conspiracy theories too.
Go-to video game if you were to play today.
Ooh, I would probably say like either of any of the Grand Theft Auto games, Need for Speed 2, or if we're going Sega, like I said, Streets of Rage 2.
Comfort movie.
Bull Durham. That's my favorite movie ever.
Okay. Favorite comfort food.
I like pizza or chicken wings. Those are the two. Or Oreo ice cream.
Go-to comfort food on the road.
Beef jerky. It's easy.
All-you-can-eat buffet or unlimited pizza?
Ooh. I'll eat buffet because there's a dessert buffet too.
I'm just trying to random off some random things here for you.
Yeah.
Okay, Lincoln Park or Hoobastank.
Ooh. I would go Lincoln Park, but I am getting to see Hoobastank this year, so that's gonna be pretty sick.
Motley Crue or AC/DC?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'd probably go with AC/DC.
Ozzy Osbourne, New Blood or Young Blood.
Oh, Ozzy all day. I got to see Black Sabbath with Ozzy at the 05 Ozfest for one of my very first concerts, and that was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Black Sabbath, Metallica.
Well, I'm going with Sabbath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ideal World Series final this year.
Ooh. That's a good one because like could be some good ways to go, but anybody but the Dodgers.
Yes.
100% anybody but the Dodgers. But yeah, like I'm just in for baseball as long as it's not the Dodgers this year because it just feels like we just keep running it back and it's like the 90s Yankees again.
Yeah, fuck the Yankees.
Exactly. Fuck the Yankees.
All right. I got a couple minutes left here. So for the next whatever you want to book. Again, this is dropping June 1st on Spotify and it'll drop within the first 15 days in June on YouTube. So if you want to promote anything on June 15th and up, please do it now.
I can't remember. Either way, you should check out IPW, check out Canadian Deathmatch, check out Hybrid Championship Wrestling. Check out Hamilton Pro Wrestling. Just check out wrestling in general. On the Ontario Indie page, it shows you everywhere where you need to go or you want to go. Just check out wrestling, and if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, that's okay too. But just have a fun time.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and Hammerlock Wrestling too. They put on some good stuff.
And like Wade,
ropes and Death Proof and just Ontario wrestling in general. Like, I just love wrestling.
like Wade said, support the indie scene, support the indie wrestlers. Whether you're buying a $2 sticker or a $20 shirt, make sure you're supporting them because they're there for the love of the game and they just want to eat, man.
And for that $20-$30, that's a good 2-3 hours out. Like, and you can't really meet the WWE guys when you pay the $90 for their show. So,
before we get going, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I can't wait to have you on again.
I thank you.
Can't wait to watch you wrestle soon.
I'm everywhere. Follow my social medias on Instagram. Wade, just type in Wade O, like the letter O and 29. I'll pop up. There's a face of me with the fist up. Just follow me on the internet. You'll find my travels.
I'll make sure to pop all the links when necessary, and I always support you where I can and help out grow you where I can. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's episode has been partly sponsored by Canadian Deathmatch Wrestling, and I am here for 14 jam-packed episodes that you're going to love. I have everybody ready to go. Wade, I appreciate every bit of your time tonight, and I can't wait to watch you wrestle soon, and I can't wait to watch you beat the shit out of people because it's just fun. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Shadowsphere. I'm Shadow. Good night.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.